Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Seattle Seahawks. With that, let's get up to Seattle. Standing by at CenturyLink Field, here are Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best? That team will win the game.
And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do.
On second down, Ingram. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nothing available there for him.
Returnable for Lockett. Oh, look at that. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their 5'11 quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin to take care of the football and rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. And here's the starting offensive unit for Seattle.
And wide receiver Tyler Lockett continues to improve as a route runner and a playmaker downfield.
On second down, here's Penny. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Penny, a first down carry. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
Time for us to feature cornerback Jimmy Smith, and he's a guy that I would love to match up one-on-one against any of these tall, long receivers that can run in the NFL, because that fits.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
You're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They run it with Carson. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth so far. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage.
This is Carson. And he's got this one down to the 10. A nice run there, 9 yards.
Into physicality and pound the rock.
Now it's Carson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He got maybe a half.
You know you're going to face a good push up front, and here they swallow him up for no gain.
They'll try to run forward with Penny. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth.
This game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second.
I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in. Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win a decent game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
What it means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 5 yards.
But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
They go play action here on first down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. It's a 3-point game here early. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24.
What in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time.
It's not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher. It often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now a handoff to Ingram. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are in for 6.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad? They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive.
Find the holes, and he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Dynamic guys in the league, so even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Wilson on second down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 30 yards there.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find it.
Now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Tempo, baby, let's go. Let's go to work. Come on. Go ahead. Boost the team.
On first down, Wilson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 17 more yards on that.
Now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess, and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he's brought
Gets in the playbook, but oh so effective Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go.
The unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40.
Make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
And you need to put some heat on it. It helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan coaches. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Now, this is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
They knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
He'll get it up the middle and able to push his way. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss of a yard. Or ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Seahawks offense now. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and no run.
This is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without
blitz coming, and down he goes. Pernell McPhee. Toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And he's taken down, but able to hit a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down, a pickup of 8 there. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball.
Shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's going backwards.
What happened there? That play got swallowed up.
Now it's Wilson going up top. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the 1st down, and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first, just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Forward, couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Here's Jackson, flushed out right. He may try and run for this. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Now it's Ingram. And an alley to run. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got something about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there. Lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead.
Underneath there, you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Ravens with possession. Trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're running. Ingram. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. The time to pull out the stops is now. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Give it to the 2nd level.
This time, Jackson will throw it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach.
And catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets. And flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Well, so it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this 1st half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, Makes me glad I
Second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful. Side of midfield at the 47. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
You can't have those kind of plays.
Now Jackson rolling to his right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every
50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers.
You're holding
what does
up
that
4
mean?
fingers. That signifies the 4th quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the 4th quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You don't want to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. I mean, we could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the
gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
It's caught. Lockett. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 4. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. 1st and 10. Now Wilson on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. You're supposed to play it.
Wilson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
False start, offense.
Back to throw. And Lockett with a grab over the middle. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well.
They go read option with Wilson. And he probably should have there. And it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll
chance to end it right here.
He's back to throw. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. The Ravens offense just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this.
Things have happened. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
No, check, Patriot!
And a 20th carry now for Ingram. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. This is Ingram. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the team. Now it's Lockett. Oh, he slipped right by him. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor.
And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times.
Opportunity now. Here's the execution. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them the first down. Back to throw. This complete to Lockett. And he gets this inside. And now down to 24 seconds after the spike. Throwing now is Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get this. And the spike comes with 9 seconds left to go. And unable to connect. It's incomplete. And the clock stopped at 8 seconds. Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And a great game comes.
You want to call it? I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.